Hello and welcome to the first real episode of Random Nonsense with Evan and Tony and Evan.
Or Tony and Evan.
Yeah.
Apparently this is the Pajama edition.
Yes, Pajama Bedtime Edition.
You know, it's the show is basically just about that, about random nonsense. So if you like to laugh, cool. If you're easily offended, I can almost guarantee we'll say something we'll regret.
Yes, but yeah, if you are easily offended, like Tony said, you might want to leave now.
Maybe brush your teeth and go to bed.
Yeah.
And floss.
Yes.
It's been a while
Yes.
since you've done that.
Yes.
Crusty teeth. So
we don't want to offend the viewers.
So the thing about this is that you know, obviously Evan's a lot older than I am.
Yes.
And so there's a big generation gap. And one of the things that I've noticed is that over the decades, because there are literally decades spread between us, is that his generation has taken things from my generation and just decided to call it something else. For example, when I was in junior high, which is what it's called, and now they call it middle school.
Yeah.
When you were in 8th grade and you graduate, you go to a graduation, and now it's a promotion. If you have some thoughts on this, please chime in.
Yes.
I'd like to hear from you.
Yes, and I would like to say, if you have noticed, last episode I was called Tony Gunk, investigative reporter for the WWB International News Channel 16, but now I have legally changed my name to Evan Hall. Well, I quit my job.
You're talking so loud.
I'm sorry.
Am I talking too low? That's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to compliment you. Well, first of all, congratulations on your job, your occupation change.
Yes, I now have 24 hours in each day to do anything I want, because that's the occupation. You have 24 hours a day working 7 days a week.
You work for yourself.
No, I work for the big man of news people.
I thought you quit that job.
Yeah, I did. I did quit it.
I wanted to compliment you on your pajamas. I like your choice. I like it more than the Hugh Hefner robe you had on earlier.
Yes, and I like your pajamas. Very.
It's warm.
Yeah.
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 It's got that homeless feel.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
There seems to be a hand going up.
Yes.
Would you like questions from the audience?
Yes, please.
Yes, that's
questions,
a great idea.
Interaction,
okay.
Awesome.
So if there's any questions from the audience, I'll go ahead and raise my hand. And if you investigative reporters would like to...
No, we quit that. I quit that job.
That job no longer...
Oh, yes. So you're just...
Well, you don't need to raise your hand. Like, once we finish our answering of the question, you just say the next question.
We'll wing
There's no question yet, I'm just saying.
We'll wing it.
Okay.
Well, ask questions,
it's late.
please.
People are probably in bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there people watching? How many?
There's 5 people watching right now.
Okay, so you need to ask questions.
Wow,
please.
You have to not be so forceful.
You don't raise
Jim
your hand.
Halliday,
yes.
which I've been informed, Halliday is
Halliday is
not
holiday.
It's Halliday. Would like to know, why did you quit your job?
I quit my job, like I said kind of earlier, if you picked up on it.
You got caught drinking.
No, that's not something. I do that like to stay myself awake. But we work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We get 0% sleep, no napping, and I worked in that job for 5 years. So last night was my first night of actually sleeping, which felt very refreshing. Yeah, that's why I quit, because I didn't get to sleep. Yep.
Yes.
Joey Pascal would like to know, what are your goals, Evan, with your cool-ass artwork?
That's a good question. That's actually a really good question. Thank you, Mr. JP.
Yes. Yesterday, I'd like to say that I went to work with Mr. Tony here, and I was drawing. And
Mr. Tony sounds kind of creepy. Can you not call me that?
Mr.
Beardo. You could just say Weirdy Beardy or Tony.
Weirdo the Beardo.
That's cool.
So I went to work with Weirdo the Beardo, and I was drawing, and I drew the monster, like the floating head, like with the weird open mouth thing, I don't know if you saw that one, but yeah, that I drew, and then one of his clients said that she wanted that tattooed.
She's actually leaving a deposit to get it tattooed on her.
Yeah.
True story. Next.
Amy says hi.
So I don't really know how to answer that question, but yeah.
We'll just say hi back.
Hi.
And so we're not. Yes.
Jim Halliday says sleep when you're dead.
Sleep when you're dead. Yes.
We need questions.
David Wolf
Hi, David.
says, Evan, what are your long-term career goals? And hi, Tony.
What about my career goals?
Long-term career goals. You mean like go like what I want to do next for a career?
Yeah.
Do this. Us two talking random nonsense.
Yep.
And maybe drawing on the side.
He's been truthfully he's been consistently asking if he could have his own YouTube channel for what has it been, 2 years?
Mm-hmm. Clarification of the question.
Yes.
David Wolf would like to know when you grow up, he means. Is that what you mean?
Are you not growing up? Have you seen how tall he is now?
Yeah.
Jim Halliday would like to know why Tony made it about him.
Because I'm a person too, Jim.
Yeah. Ask him some questions.
Yeah.
Giving me all the attention. It's a random nonsense with everyone.
Joey would like to say he loves the drawing with all the crazy eyeballs.
Thank you. Yeah.
Joey said you two should start a YouTube channel, comedy, music, art, and tattoos. Janine would like to know, will you drop a pattern for me, a tree frog?
A tree frog.
Maybe. I mean, I could try. But we questions more. I mean, that was a question, but yes.
PJ would like to know, Tony, this is a question for,
yes,
for Tony. Have you ever had a cavity search while passing through airport security?
This is a very sensitive question, and I'm currently going through therapy in regards to this. I don't even know that I can talk about it.
Sorry, what? Can you go in more detail? Because I have no idea what.
Well, basically, when you go to the airport, if they think that you're bringing something through, like the metal detector, basically the metal detectors will go off and they start searching you thoroughly. Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah. It's pretty invasive.
Yes.
Jenny wants to know what's the topic. We're open topic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is random nonsense.
Any questions? Random.
Jim Halliday is asking, when is the beard coming off?
That's a good question. It's coming very soon.
No.
So be forewarned.
Yes.
David Wolf would like to know, what did they find in there? And PJ would like to say that he needs more details. And Amy would like to say, I would totally get an Evan artwork tattooed on me.
Yeah, baby.
So are you going to start drawing up tattoos for people?
Maybe for a fee?
How about we start with the tree frog for Janine and see how that works out?
Sure. It's a good idea.
But can you answer the question of the
What was the question?
search?
I think it was a handful of change. That's what was said.
Evan's asking about the cavity search, PJ.
Pardon me? What? Oh, you're talking to Evan? I mean to PJ?
You
So let's keep going.
You're gonna.
What did you need? A handful of change. That's what they found.
Okay, that's the answer.
It's a handful of change. It fell right out.
Yes.
The tree frog would be in remembrance of her grandmother who passed away.
That's beautiful. And very serious.
Yes.
What a privilege. Yeah. Let's hold pinkies. Use the other hand.
Can we have more questions?
Can I be
please?
over?
Yeah.
Can I be over?
No,
Okay.
I like being over. Questions?
Okay, so that's it for the questions.
Yeah, is that it?
So
Yep, for now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we have to do a short one today because this kid's got to get to bed. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, how was your week?
It was good. I mean, we went to Dave and Buster's.
We spent a lot of money in a very short period of time.
Yes.
We have a question from the audience.
Yes.
Jenny would like to know, toilet paper over or under?
Oh, are you kidding me? This is a real thing.
Yes.
If you know anything, it goes over. Over.
Because if it goes under, then it's a sanitary problem.
It is a sanitary problem. If you get poop finger,
yes.
you're going to touch the roll and more likely to touch the wall.
Yes, and then when you try yes, and then when the next person goes, then they get poop on their hand when they try to grab the toilet paper from under.
That's just not cool.
And that's what starts the pink eye epidemic.
Yes, spreads the poop. Yes.
Amy's asking what is on your pajamas.
Snowflakes and reindeer.
Apparently it's Christmas.
Lisa wants to know, did we go to the moon?
That's a topic for another day. We'll get into conspiracy theories later.
Oh, did we go to the moon? Yeah, that's a question, huh? Yeah, this is not Joe Rogan. But it is random nonsense, so it counts.
Janine said, oh man, I like the toilet paper under. I guess I need to look at that.
No,
yes,
seriously.
Yes. Oh,
seriously,
gosh.
I was...
Poop fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a medical problem. You
Avoid
need
pink eye.
to go see a therapist.
Wow.
Like right away.
Just avoid the pink eye.
Yes.
Wash your hands.
Like you really need to see a therapist.
Flip it over, please. Flip it over. If you get poop finger and you touch it over the top, when you pull it, that's your poopy paper that you're using. Don't leave that for the person behind.
Don't leave the poopy paper.
Poop paper. I like
Poopy
that.
paper.
I like the way you said that.
Poopy paper.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know pinkies again?
Yeah.
You could be over this time.
Yay.
As if anyone's just tuning in, this is the pajama edition
Pajama.
of Random Nonsense.
With Evan and Tony and Evan. You got
Janine's asking, will you be her therapist, Evan?
I mean, we have done something once, therapy with Evan. I mean, we could make an episode on that, therapy with Evan. Yeah,
Okay.
that could work.
So would it be like pro bono? Would you charge her? Like what's...
No, just like...
For free?
Another random nonsense, just another day.
Okay, just another day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So week was pretty good?
Yeah.
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 Anything exciting happen?
Dave and Buster's, ice cream, and going to work.
Dude, am I mistaken, but didn't you go to a dance this week?
I did.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Was it your typical junior high dance? It's junior high, not middle school.
Middle school.
Junior high
So...
dance, and so were all the girls on one side and all the boys on one
that's
side?
not at all what happened. All the 8th graders were clumped up in the middle. Sorry, I had to let go.
That's okay. No, use your
They're all
hand gestures.
clumped up in the middle,
Yeah.
jumping up and down, creating this kind of like miniature mosh pit. And all the 6th and 7th graders were just scattered around, on the side. And so I was hanging out with my friend Sebastian, and we were just going around, and he was... Yes.
Question from the audience.
Let me
Question.
finish. Wait, let me finish for... You know, say the question. What's the question?
What did you play at Dave and Buster's, and did you bust a move at the dance?
Who asked that question?
David Wolf.
Nice.
Dave and Buster's, we played a game involving a gear. That's about as descriptive I can get. Then we went on virtual reality.
Virtual reality was awesome.
Yes, and then
It literally made me motion sick.
Yes, and then we did a game where it's like a zombie, and then it pushes the coins.
It's a game that you just basically win tickets,
Yeah,
so you
and-
can get an awesome game. And the last but not least, we
And-
played Mario Kart.
Yes.
And did you bust a move at the dance?
No, I did not. But can I finish my story about the dance?
Nope.
You have
we
another
tough
question.
Questions.
Yes, question.
Trevor wants to know if Bigfoot is real.
Yeah.
Still conspiracies, but
Yeah.
So we'll do another
yes,
edition,
we
maybe.
will do
He's
another
the
episode.
world champion of hide and seek.
Yes.
Did you want to finish your story and
Yes,
then end with
and-
that?
And so,
So Sebastian.
yes, Sebastian, he was not the brightest person, but he was hilarious. So he was playing the Russian national anthem on top of a chair outside, and so someone like hit his phone out of his hand, and it went into the trash can, and there was Kona Ice, and for some reason someone filled it up with the Kona Ice juice from the truck and just poured it into the trash can. So it got a bit of that on his phone. And then he went into the bathroom and started singing Scrub-a-dub-dub and started washing his phone. And then it was...
We have a question
Yeah,
from the
yes.
audience.
Yes.
Yeah, but do you want to finish that up?
Yes.
Let's not get too lengthy with
It's
it.
almost done.
Keep it
But-
general.
But, and then it started...
You're gonna lose them.
And then it started glitching out, and then it was fine. And then a few minutes later, it was completely messed up.
His
and then
parents
that
are
was
going to
it.
have to pay for that.
Yes. Question.
Why do you have to go to bed early? This is highly entertaining.
It's 9:26, something like
It's
that.
actually, we're letting him stay up past his bedtime so we can do this because I committed to do this with him every Sunday.
Yes. Except for the last 4 Sundays.
I was sick, and it wasn't 4 Sundays.
Excuses.
It was 2 Sundays.
Excuses. We don't tolerate excuses in this house.
He's so hard on me.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Question.
We have a question.
Trevor wants to be informed when the conspiracy episode airs.
Probably next time.
So are we going to commit to next week being the conspiracy episode
Sure.
for Trevor?
You want me to do the
And for Dane? Dane would love that
Dane
too.
wants to do the conspiracy
And for
episode.
Well, I'm sure
everyone
he
who
would love
wants
it.
to do conspiracy.
Okay.
What
So
kind of conspiracies do you enjoy talking about? Is 9/11 real?
So I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Being your manager,
Mm-hmm.
Joey Pascal would like to ask, school is over for the year. Let's drink Red Bulls and mosh, Evan.
I mean, it's not really over now. We got like another week and a half.
Yeah.
But then we can drink Red Bull.
No, you can't.
No.
What do you mean? They asked. I mean, I'm just answering the question.
You can't drink Red Bull.
Yes.
So, we will tune in next week
Yeah. I mean,
at
I want to end it now.
8 p.m.
8.
Yeah, that's the ideal time. I think we're going to do an evening show. We decided to do an evening show. And from now on, it'll be earlier than bed, not too close to bedtime. So it'll be about a half an hour. Yes, next question.
How about espresso shots?
No espresso shots, no caffeine for the children. Only hard
I
candy.
thought I was like, I don't know, 60 years old.
No, your soul is, son. That's not the rest of you. The rest of you.
Okay, so tune in next week.
And
Yes.
that'll be it. We want to wish everybody a lovely
Christmas.
week. It's not Christmas, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
Christmas any
and-
day. Make Christmas.
and don't forget to
every
flip
day.
your toilet paper so that it goes over.
Yes. Don't forget.
Do that.
Talk to a therapist.
And wash your hands. Avoid
You're the
pink eye.
therapist, so.
Yeah, I am the therapist. We'll do that next time. Like the one after next time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Next
So we'll
time.
do conspiracy edition, and then the next week will be
therapist.
therapy with Evan. Okay,
Yes.
and Tony.
And Tony.
Everybody chime in.
Okay, love you guys. Have a great night.
Okay.
Pajama
Night.
edition
Yes.
completed.
Yes.
night.
Cut.